What is going on, y'all? It has been a minute since I put out one of these run thoughts. I have been recording them pretty much every week and just never felt like I had the right message or that it was the right time for me to put that out, but they've been getting recorded. I've just been in an absolute whirlwind of life in pretty much the best possible ways. So let this train go by, then we'll talk about it. So I'm out on what I'm aiming for, a 5-mile run right now, and that is going to get me to 2,000 miles on the year. If you've been following for the past year, you'll know my goal at the start was 1,000 mile a year. Last year hit like 900 something, and so this year was all about going for that goal and making it happen. And after this run right here, we will have doubled that. So super stoked with that. My running has come a long way. I am gonna dive more into the running aspect, but like I said, it's been a whirlwind, so I want to touch on everything. I recently got engaged, so if you follow me on other platforms, you definitely saw that this happened 2 weeks ago now. So that is a huge life change. And then it's just been the holidays. So my fiance and I traveled back to Ohio, spent last week and a half with family, and it was an amazing time. My cup is extremely full after getting back to Charlotte last night, and I'm just looking forward to, yes, the next year and all of the goals that I'm setting in place now, but also just the future in general. Feels like everything is aligning the way that it is supposed to, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful feeling. But to touch more on the running aspect, another big life update, got into the Chicago Marathon via the lottery this year. So that is my A race. That is where I'm aiming to go sub 3. Yes, that's still the goal. It was obviously the goal this year. Things didn't go as planned. Got a PR, but not as fast as we had hoped. However, going to be revamping my training quite a bit. So let's dive into it just a bit here. This year, all about volume. Volume was the name of the game. Sorry to pause my watch there. That's 2,000 miles, baby. But volume was the name of the game this year. And next year, we're going to switch it up. It's going to be all about intensity and intentionality. I'm going to be diving deeper into this on the podcast, which should be returning for the next week or two for season 2. So definitely subscribe, tune in for that. So for any and all, I'll kind of break down what this means for me and for the training block in general. But overall, this year was straight up miles on miles. Obviously double my goal, so you can kind of see that that was in there, but there was a lot of factors at play. Number one, I had a mile a day, no matter what, wanted to hit that streak. Gonna run that last mile tomorrow, today if you're watching this, and I will successfully completed that for the year. It'll be like 367 days in a row, not missing a mile since I started that just a few days before 2024. So that, coupled with the 12-hour endurance race that I was training for, and then immediately going into a marathon block, and then just realizing how close I was to this 2,000 miles and just pushing my volume over the last month. So that really just compounded on each other and is the main reason for that. I'm not going to say that I'm not doing the streak in 2025, but I'm debating. I'm definitely debating. I don't know if it's something that I want to continue, because I do feel like my body needs some rest days, like total rest days, no nothing. So I don't know. I probably won't stop immediately, but it is something that I'm I'm toying with the idea of, is a mile a day at some point detrimental? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people who do a mile a day. There's a lot of people who take no rest days. But for my goals, for what I specifically want to achieve, it's something that I really have to find a solid answer on and go from there. But this year will definitely be about intensity and intentionality. We are going to build out a brand new marathon block that won't start until about 16 weeks out from the race, which is in October. So we've got 5 to 6 months to continue to build a base. I want to stay consistent and I want to get faster. So a lot of that is going to be around speed work and just intentional long runs. So these long runs, I'm going to build workouts within them just to ensure that I'm getting the proper training that I need. The intention behind this is sub 3, and I want to fucking hit it, because if I can, then we're on to the next world major, and that'll be 2 of them checked off the old bucket list. So really just going in with this one goal in mind all year long, not spreading myself thin around 1 mile a day, around 12-hour race, around any of this stuff, because I had really lofty goals. Even a 12-hour race, like, I wanted to win that damn thing, and obviously if you followed along with that, you know, shit got moved around and it didn't necessarily happen that way. Had to run it on my own, and the mileage I would have done would have won by quite a bit. So obviously still cool to know that and to have accomplished that for myself. But the intentions around this next year of training are going to shift, and they're going to get very, very marathon specific. So I will be doing a lot of different goals that are going to help push this thing forward and keep this train moving in the right direction. DTI as a whole, it's just big upgrades, bigger goals, and taking bolder actions in 2025. Shout out to Ryan Dreyer for that one. But yeah, so 2,000 miles down, engaged. Chicago Marathon's the goal. Hope you all had a beautiful holiday with friends, family, whoever you celebrate with. Happy New Year, as this is New Year's Eve. Let's go out there and kick 2025's ass and achieve everything we fucking want in this life. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.